one of the big topics tonight. Um, there's all these elite camps going on, and informal tryouts, if you will,
Hmm.
or workouts for coaches that are taking place. Let's tonight. Let's talk about how to prepare for such an event. Whether it be anywhere from getting there on time, what your mindset should be, um, how you act at one of these events. Because I've seen some really good players pull themselves out because they cramped up, and it doesn't look good. So I want to limit that for for guys that watch our show
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
So let's put it up there. Let's use St. Mary's, great university,
Yeah.
Division II, great university here in San Antonio. Um, and let's say that elite camp is in 3 days. So what are we going to tell Johnny as he prepares for that camp?
One, if it's 3 days away, it's probably too late, but be in shape. Be in shape
Mm.
for every single individual workout. Be in shape for every elite camp. That's that's the most important thing I think is be in shape. If you're bent over with your hands on your knees 5 minutes into an elite camp, there's a problem. Coaches will notice. They'll think you're lazy. Two,
Yeah.
body language. Body language. How do you respond to coaching? How do you respond to criticism? Are are you coachable?
Mm.
Three, so there's a time to work on your game. There is a time to work on your game. There's a time to take all your negatives and turn them into positives. At a camp, um, that ain't the
Not
time.
a time.
That ain't the time. This is
Yeah.
the time for you to do what you're good at, to play to your strengths, to play to your abilities.
All right.
Because
So let me ask you this, man. Eh, Your opinion. What do you bring to one of these camps? What do you wear? Because all right, so I sat at the check-in tables, and I promise you, I recognized who brought a ball. I recognized who wore tennis shoes and brought another set of shoes to change into, versus who wore Crocs and slides. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Crocs and slides. Maybe that's a new thing, and maybe I'm just yelling at kids to stay off my lawn like an old man. But
I
what's
think I
what's your
think I
thoughts
think
on
you're I think you're yelling at kids to stay off your lawn, Kevin.
it? I probably am, you know. But yeah. So you bring a ball or not?
You know what I tell a kid to bring?
Hmm.
Bring a dog ass mentality. That's what I tell them to bring. That's what I
Yes.
tell them to bring. Because you know what I tell them? St. Mary's is about $40,000 a year.
Yep.
A 4-year ride, 40, I'm not a mathematician, right? But 40,
Mm-hmm.
40, 40, 40, that's $160,000.
Yep.
I know if they put $160,000 in the middle of the floor and they said the last man out gets 160,000, they're gonna fight each other for it.
Yeah.
They they're gonna kill each other for that 160,000. Then they get in
Yeah.
these elite camps with $160,000 out on the floor for them, and they're friends and they're cool and they're. This ain't the time to be friends with nobody.
Oh. Hmm. No.
This ain't a time to be cool. This
Mm-hmm.
is a time to grind. This is a time to floor burns. This is a time for proper reads. This is a time for defense. This is a time for just busting your tail. That's what this is a time for. So,
Yeah.
um, what they wear to the thing, what they bring to the thing, I mean, I wouldn't wear anything with profanity. I wouldn't wear anything with anything negative on anything.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would bring is a dog mentality, because everybody says they're a dog. Everybody says it. How many times you hear, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, and they get on the court and they're a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a dog, but they like a little dog. So
all right, we're talking about
we're
talking about a dog ass mentality, right? All right. So now we started warming up, we size each other up, we're shooting around, and we're early. We're not late, we're early.
Mm-hmm.
But now we get into the stretch, and now we getting loose, and now we start the drill work. All right. So how much dog are we? Like, let's just say, are you talking shit to people?
No.
In the drills?
No.
You know,
talking shit don't make you a dog.
yes.
It don't make you a dog. I can call you everything in the world, but if you're blowing by me and I'm not defending you, what did I do? I just made myself look foolish.
Yeah.
Being a dog isn't talking. Being a dog isn't barking. Being a dog is biting. Like,
yeah,
you're out here woofing. Play defense.
yeah. Compete.
Compete. There's $160,000 at St. Mary's on the floor.
Yeah.
Compete for that money. Compete for that scholarship. Compete for that spot, because there's other people that are competing for it. And see, the problem is, a lot of these kids that go to these St. Mary's camps, they're local kids from San Antonio, right? And they know each other, and they've known each other since they were playing for AAU team, the Big Shots or something, when they were like 4 years old, right? And they've been friends forever. Today, you're not friends. That's a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after the thing, you can be friends again. But right now, you're a competitor, because I guarantee you, the other kids that St. Mary's is looking at in New York City, California, they don't know none of you. They don't know anybody from San Antonio. They don't care. Yeah. You're not competing against the best kids in San Antonio for that spot. You're competing against the best kids in the world for that spot.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens in towns like El Paso. And San Antonio's bigger, but it still has that mentality a little bit, is where they think they're competing against the best kids from their town for a spot. And they're not. Yeah. They're competing against the best kids in the country. Like Kingston, when he's getting these offers from Arkansas, Texas, where he's got offers from everywhere. I could throw out a school and he has an offer, right? He's not competing against other San Antonio kids for that Arkansas offer.
No.
He's competing against some kid in Florida or California. That's this type of mentality you have to have when you go to St. Mary's. That's the type of mentality you have to have when you go to Texas A&M San Antonio. Like, it doesn't matter what school you're going to, you're competing against kids from all over the country. So,
see, I think one thing that gets forgotten, talking about compete. Because at the end of the day, whoever gets that $160,000, that coach's job is on the line. That coach's family, all those things are on the line. So you have to give him the best possible read that says you're the dude, And so say that we have a great camp, a great workout, great tryout. Afterwards, how important is it to check your phones, to text your DMs, to check your texts?
It's very important, but first you need to check yourself. And what I mean by that is, I've seen guys go have a great performance at a camp, and then get online and actually talk shit to other people. Like, before you check your phone, check yourself. But Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again, is St. Mary's may not have an offer for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if you did get an opportunity to get the coach's number, which some kids do at these camps, if you did get an opportunity to have direct contact with that coach, thank him for the time, right? Thank him for the time.
Mm-hmm.
Check your phones, because you may not make St. Mary's. You might not. But I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you, St. Mary's coach, assistant coach, knows a coach at another program that may be looking for you. I say it again, and this is my message part of the broadcast that I always say: don't burn bridges. Got you
Yeah,
on the
that's what
wrong
I'm waiting
road.
on.